that they're building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for James Harden.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Tobias Harris is out there with Batum. Then it's Reed. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Maxey in at the 1. And for the Clippers, man in at shooting guard with George at small forward. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Harden in at the point. And for those teams, Greg, already out of the playoff picture, what are they focused on at this point?
Next season? I mean, look, the reality is a number of these guys are playing for their jobs. And in the offseason, you want to be remembered for closing out strong.
Now, here's Maxey, coming off a solid outing against Miami. Hield outside. There's the pass to Batum. Back to Hield. 4 on the clock. Outside, Maxey takes the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in.
Let PG get the ball inside at your own risk. He's going to punish you there.
Hield, the pass to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. He dishes it to Reed. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Personal foul.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the foul line for 1.
That free throw good from Reed. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And taking a look at the LA Clippers, Brent, a team that just keeps coming up short, unfortunately.
Well, the Clippers have definitely been more competitive lately, and it's kind of like phase 2 for them with this group. They still haven't been able to get over the hump, and they have some work to do.
Now, here's Maxey. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Over Harden. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside Leonard from past the arc. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Great shooter off that quick release. Kawhi expecting the pass and did the rest.
Maxey looking it over. Reed a screen on Harden. Lets it go from 11. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And the rejection by Zubac.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Maxey against Harden. Jacks up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Maxey. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Another miss by Maxey.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now, Maxey. James Harden missing on the 3. Fires for 3. The 76ers with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. And it's Reed pulling it down.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Hield. Nothing on the board. Batum, the screen. On the wing, Batum. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Reed. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Hield. Getting around 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And then for Philadelphia, Ahmed Bamba is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Nicholas Batum. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. A different look for the Clippers. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Amir Coffey comes in for Mann. And Bones Highland subbed in for James Harden. Here's Highland. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Catches the defender a little bit out of position. Plumlee makes a strong move to take advantage.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
No good on the free throw.
And Brent, an interesting aspect of Mason Plumlee's game is his passing.
Yeah, good coaches, Greg, have found a way to put Mason Plumlee in positions to succeed as a passer. You don't see that much with big men in the NBA, but he's capable.
The 76ers trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Maxey. Outside for Lowry. Pass to Maxey. It's hauled in by Coffey.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's Powell. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Bamba setting the pick for Maxey. Trying to end the drought. Hits it from three-point range. Maxey's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top, leading by a point. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see that?
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Harris is out there with Mohamed Bamba. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon. But he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Lowry passes to Bamba. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Plumlee. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too. With both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
Here is Plumlee, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. And Plumlee kicks to George. Plumlee with a screen on Bamba. The shot by George, no good. The 76ers trail. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Harris. And it's Norman Powell with the foul.
Norman Powell.
That's his first foul. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. And it's James Harden in for Highland. Outside, Maxey. The 76ers with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
One thing you marvel at, the consistency of Paul George, year in and year out.
I wonder when Paul George, Greg, goes into the offseason, if it's more tinkering and sharpening all those skills, or if he's trying to add something, because I don't know how you add anything to how versatile a player he is.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. He says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody, whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. Here's Hield. The Clippers getting the bucket. This one for 3. Maxey, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
George passes to Tucker. Zubac kicks to Powell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hey, Brent, with his skill set, Norman Powell is the type of player that could fit on any team.
Yeah, so effective at playing off the ball, and he's a good source of instant offense when he gets that opportunity. He could be a 3-level scorer.
So, for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard comes in for P.J. Tucker. Mann subbed in for George. All reads checked in for the 76ers.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in. Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Maxey. The 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Maxey's got 8 points.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Harden the pass to Leonard. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Count it, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Batum screen on Harden. Here's Maxey. No good on the 3.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
First personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Kawhi Leonard for a free throw. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And Kawhi pretty solid from the line, and there's been a natural progression to him being effective from the free throw stripe.
Amir Coffey's checked in for Norman Powell.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 8. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Got that one up quick. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Maxey passes to Reed. Lock at 6. Harris outside. Shoots over Leonard. Knocks it loose.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Beat the quad. Caught it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And so we conclude the first half. The Clippers on top as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-5 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look at the Clippers. They haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive, night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
And now let's talk about our game at hand. What a first half for the Clippers.
On the glass, they've been tremendous, and that's coming from me. I don't hand out accolades unless you've earned it. These guys have earned it.
High praise coming from the big fella. Game recognizing game. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. George and Leonard are the forwards. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Harden, and it's Mann in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard for a free throw. 1 shot.
76ers trail by 16. Now Maxey from the arc. It's hauled in by George.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard to the paint. It's Reed high post. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. From deep, George. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Good work there as it goes.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, it's good signs.
Now, here is Harden. 8 points for him. Leonard with a screen on Maxey. Harden the pass to Leonard. Over Harris. And that one's good. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the mindset from Kawhi Leonard right there is just making him a monster on the inside. Goes at the defense full head on.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, but it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hield, the pass to Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
And credit Buddy on that play. The correct read, setting up his teammate.
Clippers leading by 14. Outside Leonard. No good from outside. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. The pass to Reed. Inside. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And then George with the jam.
And the claw at work, just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Los Angeles making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Lowry's checked in. Maxey kicks to Low. Back to Maxey. Into the lane. Sweet little floater. Maxey's got 12 in the game.
The player gets a feel for that floater. It can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Leonard. 12 points for him. Powell, no one around him. Off target from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Harris.
I feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Plumlee comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Paul George. Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 11.
And a large portion of Harden's shots come from the perimeter. And for good reason. He is an absolute sharpshooter.
Lowry passes to Oubre. Reed a screen on Powell. Here's Oubre. Plumlee with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Coffee can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 15. Oubre kicks to Love. Harris against Leonard. Harris inside. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Outside for Batum for three. Outside Lowry. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range. Lowry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard with the ball. He's got 12. Shoots the three. The shot missing. Got it up. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 76ers trail by 12. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Martin. Lowry out there with Haynes. Then it's Bamba. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. Lowry's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Tucker dishes to George. Tucker inside. Lowry covering. And Tucker kicks to George. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Martin with the screen for Lowry. Back to Oubre. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Oubre's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. Highland deciding where to go with it. Pass to George. Shoots over Oubre. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Clippers lead by 11.
That's a tough shot for a lot of people, but PG makes it look easy.
Bamba finds Lowry. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Lowry's gone 1 of 4 so far. Outside, George. Shoots over Oubre. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the 76ers call time here. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Leonard comes in for P.J. Tucker. Mann's checked in for Norman Powell. And James Harden subbed in for Highland. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Maxey against Harden. Back to Leonard. Harden outside. Over Maxey. Harden, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Maxey against Zubac. Pulls it up. Another miss by Philadelphia. Los Angeles leading by 13. And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harris a screen on Hart. Here's Maxey. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Hey, Brett, coming out of this last CBA, were you surprised how quickly the push for a hard salary cap was abandoned?
Yeah, I wonder, Kevin, if some of it was just the timing of the CBA and not having to go down into the trenches to talk about that level of what's happening financially around the NBA. Also, the small market teams were super opposed to having that be put in place because at times they want a chance to go all in as well.
Now Hield. Paul George missing from long range. 1:24 left in the fourth. Here's Maxey. 11 feet out and he hits it. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter. And here's Harden. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Pass to George. There's the triple. Connects again from distance.
And he shattered the franchise single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long. Out to Harris. Batum, the screen. Harris passes to Batum. Back to Harris. From outside the arc. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Harden. Zubac, a screen on Maxey. Leonard. The baseline J off the mark. In the corner, it's Hield. Now, here is George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us as New Balance presents our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.